This song takes a bit of imagination, and I think we're in the perfect space for it because here we are at the North Pole, right? But this space here is this nice tent, right? And this is a song that takes place in the circus. And this song asks us to imagine what it would be like if we looked at these life transitions that we're faced with from time to time as a trapeze artist looks at their act. And that at some moment we're going to have to let go of what we feel comfortable at and make a valiant leap towards something that's coming in our direction, and we just know that we have to make that leap. But everything in our bodies is saying, that's a long way down. It's a long way down. So how do you get over that moment when you know that you have to release and send yourself off into that new, wonderful and vulnerable space towards that next safe hold? And the acrobats that I've come across are really inspiring because they take advantage of that space. They don't just move from one to the next. They take advantage of it and they do flips. And that's the moment when they're really free and flying. So I invite you to be an acrobat for this last song. And here we are in the circus tent. So. Now standing on a platform high, a stick on a rope in hand, people come from far and wide for the trapeze man. The circus comes once a year on the tracks from Illinois. Not much else comes through here to enjoy. Now word here travels slow, but it travels nonetheless. I heard it's his last show, I heard it will be his best. Now weighing in 195, a legend so I've heard. Closest man to flight alive, they call him the bird. And should he let go a second too late, second too soon, we all know the fate, and most wouldn't try or ever let go. They'd swing till they stopped, release and walk home. This dangerous flight, that's why we stare. Freedom is flying for those who dare. The ticket taker took her toll, the crowds pushed to their seats. Starts with a drum roll to quicken heartbeats. And they sat through the elephants and sat through the lion's roar. Silence the evidence who the crowd was for. Now ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this show. We've got a special treat before you go. No man's not made for flight. Now this I'm sure you've heard, but let me introduce tonight the man, the legend, the bird. And should he let go a second too late, second too soon, we all know the fate, and most wouldn't try or ever let go. They swing till they stopped, release and walk home. This dangerous flight, that's why we stare. Freedom is flying for those who dare. The breathing and the music stopped. The bird began to soar, eyes on the man up high, thoughts on the floor. They've seen this show before with flips all in between, but he's got something in store that ain't nobody seen. The swinging momentum builds, a mother shields her eyes, fearing he might get killed or lost to the sky. Release hearts and throats, release. The bird just floats. And floats. minutes passed, and still he soared. The crowds all left, they closed the doors, they broke camp, the tent came down, they packed the train and headed right out of town. He escaped the circus, yeah, he escaped the show. At his peak, he just let go. Now in this town where truth is blurred, there's talk of flight and a man, a legend.